Hello. I guess we're live now.
We are live now. That's what it says in the corner.
It does say that. Yes.
So yeah, we're live, and we're
live.
here to talk about Disney World's 50th anniversary.
Yes. Well, there's a banner missing from the bottom.
There are a lot of banners missing from the bottom.
But then there's also another banner missing.
I know, Karen. There, now it's not missing.
Ah, there we go. Hashtag free the trams.
Yeah. Apparently not going to ever happen.
Apparently not. It looks like it's going to happen at Give Kids the World. Hello, Uli.
Hello, Uli. Yeah, it's going to happen at Give Kids the World.
Yep.
They have trams.
Yep. They have trams. Not so much at Disney.
I was playing this stupid traffic game on my phone today.
A traffic game?
Yeah, you have to undo the traffic jam.
Yeah.
I kid you not that the goal of this one level was free the trams. Well, okay, we can do that.
We could do that. Hello, Samantha.
Hey, Mom.
Hello, Mom. And Uli and Samantha, your stuff should be on its way.
Don't trust her. She's sketchy.
I'm not sketchy. We have connections to help us get it sent.
Yeah, we did get it sent.
Yes.
So, yeah, tonight we are going to talk about kind of our experiences at Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary.
Yes, which was absolutely magical.
Mostly it was.
Mostly it was.
There was some craziness, but yeah, it was pretty magical.
It really was.
Starting on Thursday night.
Yes.
So Thursday night, we started off at Disney Springs.
We did.
And we were invited to be a part of a meetup for the Monorail Tales. So there's Dave Youngward and Sheila.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila is the host of one of a lot of hosts.
A lot of hosts.
The Monorail Tales podcast.
Yes, a lot of hosts.
Disney Springs was not crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Thursday night.
Not at all.
Because if it was going to be crazy, it would have been kind of where we were.
Yeah.
We here, that'll show where we were.
Yeah.
By the Starbucks, by the big hot air balloon over there. And
yeah,
we were there for 2 hours and nobody bothered us.
No, not at all.
And
like you said, how did we not get a picture in front of it?
I know.
It was aerophile.
Because we're dumb.
I know.
But yeah, we even had benches. That was good.
These two people look so enthusiastic there, don't they?
It was pretty late, especially for people who were actually traveling.
Yes.
More than a couple hours.
Yes.
But
it was really good getting together with all of them.
Yeah, and getting to meet people that you talk to on Facebook.
Right.
But we had a really good time. We ended up leaving there. 9:45, almost 10 o'clock, I guess. Went to the Co-op, went to the World of Disney.
Yes.
We tried to get a hot dog. The hot dog cart is gone. Just craziness.
Yes.
But it was not crowded. It's been way more crowded recently.
Yeah. And I mean, I was in the World of Disney and it was easy.
Yeah, I think it was no more crowded than it was a couple of weeks ago when we had the big meetup over there.
Right.
So that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And kind of forewarning of what a lot of the weekend was like, except for the hub and Main Street. But
God, that was just so crazy.
Other than that, it
really
wasn't difficult to walk around Epcot. It wasn't hard to get on rides at Magic Kingdom.
Not at all.
So yeah, we went over Thursday. We actually stayed.
It's
not even off site,
right?
Because it's on Disney property next to Disney Springs, but at a Wyndham hotel, not not a Disney hotel for the first night.
But it counts as on property.
It does for everything. It counted for making park reservations. It counted for
the 60 days, trying to do
for
dining
ADRs,
reservations.
for early park entry,
Mhm.
all of that stuff.
Right.
And it was kind of necessary because our DVC use year starts October 1st, and we had to wait a day for those points to hit so we could use them.
And you had points. So
Mostly because of the borrowing rules, by the way.
Yes.
So we got up Friday morning.
Right.
The days were all screwed up.
I know. We kept thinking it was Saturday, all like Thursday and Friday. So yeah.
But we got up Friday morning and we went to Grand Floridian, packed up the car, the things that we had brought in. We didn't bring everything in, obviously.
Right.
Went to Grand Floridian for breakfast and parked out front is this, which is what they are now
bringing the characters.
hauling the characters around the park in.
Yeah. But it's really cool that they wrapped it like that.
It is. And the monorails looked really cool too. I don't know if we have a picture of those, but
I didn't,
because there was only like one I saw that was wrapped.
Yeah, and I think it was the gold one.
Yeah, I don't
from
know.
what I remember seeing.
Grand Floridian for breakfast.
Yes.
So our friend Veronica
Mm-hmm.
had avocado toast.
Yes.
Karen had
steak and egg whites.
Steak and that weird white square thing is egg whites. And I got the traditional eggs Benedict.
Yep.
And I got a hash brown casserole because it just sounded really good.
Yes, it was really good too. And then Veronica and I had, do you have the picture of the
Bloody Marys?
Bloody Marys with a shrimp and chorizo and celery, and it was good and spicy.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Yeah. It looked good.
Mm-hmm.
So after breakfast, which was late, we didn't get to the park until
just right around noon.
Yeah. Maybe a little before that, between 11:30 and 12 o'clock.
Right.
So we rode the monorail over from Grand Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it looked like coming into the park at noon. Now, it looked completely different than that at 6:30 in the morning. I can tell you that.
Hey, we've learned from Jeff Apoka how to take photos now. I'm telling you.
Well,
you taught us the trick.
I don't know. It's kind of a boring photo, but okay, we'll go with that.
Not this one. The food ones.
Oh, the food ones. Karen's very proud of her food. Here we go. Dave just sent us a picture of the monorail. I have to figure out how to save it, though.
Oh, okay. So, but this is
you
basically...
knew if anyone was going to have a picture of the monorail, it was going to be Dave.
Yeah, because every time a monorail came by, we had to stop and wait for him.
We should. They're really cool.
I know. But, hello, Diane and Zachary. So this was going into the park. You could see there's like no waiting. There's a ton of turnstiles, to check in. And it was, so apparently,
we never stopped walking.
Right. So I guess apparently other than 6:30 in the morning, it pretty much was like this for rope drop, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to figure out how to get this thing in here. But we'll come back to the monorail, the wrapped monorail picture.
Yes. So when we came in the park, the first thing that we see is there is the cavalcade going on. And Mickey's on top talking, which was nice.
Playing the new song.
And you see it's got all the 50 stuff and even all the cast members dancing with it were all in different attire and everything too. So everyone had their new clothes on. So
yeah. And the theme song's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So you see, this is actually the one before. So it was Goofy and Minnie. You kind of see a cast member there. I can't tell. Is that Pluto on the other side? I think
Pluto's
so.
on the front.
Pluto's on there's
Goofy looks like he's in a blue tux.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then I believe Donald and Daisy were on somewhere else too. I can't remember where. I did remember seeing them. I just don't remember where they
Yeah,
were.
they may have been.
Playing the new song, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then the first thing Veronica and I did is we went to the Emporium. So, and you decided at that point you were going to head to.
Well, I wasn't shopping. So I actually got to see the Dapper Dance, checked one off on my list of doing all the stuff that was open 50 years ago.
Yes, that was his goal. So
I got that checked off. Went back to Fantasyland, and I see it's kind of hard to read because just lighting sucked. But Peter Pan's Flight, 35-minute wait.
Yep.
At that point, like straight up noon.
Which is really nothing for
on a Friday 50th anniversary. Crazy. It's never that.
It's never that. I mean, it's that on a slow day, just a regular slow day. It's
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's Peter Pan. It's always busy.
It's always busy. You mean Minnie?
Chris Futrell.
Yeah.
Not even a question there.
Yes, she did mean Minnie. Okay.
Yeah. So then I went across the aisle and went to Travis Dietrich's favorite ride, Small World.
Well, isn't that Dave's favorite ride too?
And Dave's favorite ride. And got about, I don't know, a little past halfway. And this happened for the rest of the ride.
Bumper to bumper boats.
And it was walk on. It was 100% walk on.
Right.
What you can't tell is there were only like 6 people in my boat. So apparently, I don't know, a couple of big groups in front of us or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the entire rest of the ride there.
Yeah.
Was that.
In Uli, no, we didn't say that the characters are being. Yes, the characters are being driven around in a wrapped van from resort to resort. So.
Yeah. So it's something, I don't remember them doing this often in the past, but like you go to Grand Floridian and they'll have Pluto and Goofy kind of dancing around, waving at everybody from the 2nd or 3rd floor balcony inside the lobby.
Right.
And they're doing that at other resorts. So they load them into that van and drive them to the next stop after they have a few minute stay.
Hey, Zach.
But yeah, so Small World was a blast.
So how long did you sit there, or did it keep moving and just the boats were backed up?
Okay, so I've got a bit of an injury, so I had a scooter for this weekend because it's killing me to stand up in lines, and I thought that we were going to be doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Turned out not so much, but I thought we were going to be doing a lot of that. So I went to Peter Pan when it was a 35-minute wait, and they gave me a 20-minute
return time,
like 21 or 22 or something.
Yeah.
But basically 20-minute return time. So I went and rode Small World and made it back for a 12:36 return time.
Right. But did the boats keep moving when you were on Small
They
World?
moved the whole time. They
Okay.
just moved in one big chain.
Okay.
It was more like an omni mover than a boat ride.
It was the Weedway People Mover.
Yeah. Wedway too.
Wedway too. Yeah, I know. Thanks, son. So we went on Peter Pan.
We did go on Peter Pan. You can't really get good pictures in Peter Pan.
No,
it's just too
the only
dark.
ones
It's
you
like
can
Haunted
get are
Mansion.
like is the mermaids, which
and the
Ariel
pirate
represent.
ship.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're trying to photograph it, like just when you get the photograph like kind of set up, the boat turns hard and your sail's in the way. Or
yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, so I didn't get any pictures. I tried to take a video of Peter Pan just to have it. It's not great either, but at least it's there. But they were doing the Frontierland Shooting Gallery was free this weekend.
Yes, it was.
So we all did that. So we participated.
Yes.
Karen was after it.
I was working on my rifle skills.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It's fun. There's some
It
cool
is.
interactions when you shoot stuff, and
Mhm.
you know,
Like the one up on the back
I'll tell you this:
wall.
it was pretty hard to miss the targets.
Yeah, the one on the back wall. If you hit that, it's like a puff of smoke goes across.
It was a ghost.
Oh, is that what it was? It looked like a puff of smoke.
It was a ghost cowboy on a horseback.
I didn't see that part.
It was bad. I mean, you know, because it was too light to see it.
Oh, that's
But
right.
it was,
Okay.
yeah,
That's why I said it looked like,
yeah. It looked like it was a ghost, like all the ones flying up in the air and
in Haunted Mansion.
in the
Okay.
graveyard scene.
And you see, I had my 50 years on. My
Mhm.
50 years on.
Yeah. So we left Frontierland Shooting Gallery.
Mhm.
Actually, we talked about it on the podcast. We got into this whole mess with the virtual queue for the pin trading at
Yes.
Frontier Trading Post,
Which was a disaster.
It was a 7.5 hour virtual queue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yep.
Waiting all day on that.
Mm-hmm. And but then after we left, after we did the Frontier Trading Post, got in the virtual queue, and then I can't remember what.
Veronica was trying to get
the pins.
press pennies.
Oh yes, the press pennies, which
and one was at Splash Mountain.
Yes, it was. So we actually went to Splash Mountain when that had a 10-minute wait, right?
It did.
Oh, you were getting ready to show me? Oh, 10 minutes. Okay.
Actually, I was getting ready to show that.
Oh, we did see
Gaston was coming out.
Yes.
As we walked over there, so we stopped and took a gander at that.
Yeah, because it was that little cavalcade, and it had Alice and Mary Poppins. Yep.
Yeah, but 10 minutes for Splash Mountain. That would have been just a little bit after 1.
Yeah. Middle of the afternoon, a 10-minute wait for Stand By Me. That means that nobody was at rides. Everyone was.
Yeah, I think Big Thunder Mountain was about 10 minutes at the time.
Yep.
Half the rides at Magic Kingdom were 5 minutes.
Yeah.
At that point. Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Those all had 20 and 30
They
minutes.
were all under an hour. Even Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was only about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Which is just unheard of on a busy day like that.
So then we left there. We went over and did the Tiki room.
Which I love the Tiki room. And they actually had someone go and wake up. Usually they say it, but this time they actually had a guest.
They pulled a guest to come
tap
poke
on
the bird with a stick.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So at least he was polite about it.
Yes, he was. Yes, it was. Uli, you're 100% right, because everyone was shopping. And
shopping was awful.
Yeah.
So we've seen the line at Emporium go from down by the firehouse all the way to Casey's.
Yes.
And that's been semi-common.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much since they started letting more people in, but it was pretty common during first of the year, let's say.
Right.
This went back and forth for that distance, but people were getting in quick.
Yeah, Veronica and I were in and out in 40 minutes probably?
Yeah, you weren't an hour.
Yeah.
Through the line, shopping, and back to Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There, anyway.
Yes, there.
So we rode the Jungle Cruise,
mm-hmm.
and we got some pictures of
the refurb.
Some of the changes
mm-hmm.
that they've made that are pretty cool.
Yeah, they really are. So the boats thing, was that they pretty much redid
the hut there is different.
Yeah. I think they just brightened it up there a little bit. The overturned Jeep. Yeah. That's all the same.
I guess it is. It felt like there were more animals there, but I guess there really weren't.
No, I think they maybe just cut back some of the shrubbery.
Yeah. Here's a wrecked boat.
Yeah. So it must have been the one that actually that sank. If they could just cut a hole in the bottom of it.
Yeah. And then that's Trader Sam's.
Yes, that is
the
Trader
new
Sam's.
Trader Sam's
mm-hmm.
minus Trader Sam.
Mine is Trader Sam. Now the little, I think I got the picture of it. It actually, to the right of there, it says cruise photo. It's a little monkey sitting on top of the camera doing like a prank.
Like he's taking pictures.
Yeah, which was
Flash
really cute.
keeps going off. It's a real missed opportunity. There should be
Yeah,
a photo shot there.
it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That is an incredible missed opportunity.
Well, they're probably not done yet.
Right. And then they actually redid the rhinoceros and the pole, but I don't think you have a picture of that one.
No, where I was sitting, I couldn't get one that wasn't blocked by the roof.
Right.
Because we were sitting on the middle.
Yeah, you were sitting on the middle. I was sitting on the side, and I was on the opposite side of everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it was actually, I think they did a good job in the changes.
Yeah.
They tried to, there was a lot more monkeys.
A lot more monkeys.
A lot more monkeys on
Except
this.
in the temple.
Yes.
They took the monkeys out of the temple. I guess they put them all over here at the trading post. I don't know. And they are all of these monkey animatronics at the trading post are very 1971 animatronics. They don't do much.
Yeah. But it's still,
it fits the ride.
Yeah.
We did teacups.
Yep. You and Veronica did teacups. Karen did not.
Yeah. I rode Dumbo for the first time in probably 45 years.
Yep. And Veronica rode with you too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very proud of you guys riding. I was like, I'm so proud of you. It was like the doting mom. It was pretty fun.
We did our part to destroy the environment.
Yep.
And rode the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Yes. And the steering is still atrocious.
You can't. It's just sit there and let it bang back. It does not surprise me that they jump off the tracks all the time.
Yeah.
So, because it doesn't matter what you do, they do what they want.
Right.
But we did get some pretty good looks at Tron from there. So that was kind of cool. It's coming along. I guess it'll open in 2022. And a cool, backside of Space Mountain that I liked. And a view you don't often get to see of the castle, like the complete backside of it. So it was very cool. We had a really good time, kind of reliving all the old stuff. You know what, Uli, that's a good question. I don't think they've changed it any since the Tron construction. I should have asked somebody.
Yeah, that probably a good question to ask them.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was 5 minutes to get around it. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a mile. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how short it became.
But, just like when I was a kid, there were a lot of kids on it.
Uh-huh.
So we went and saw Hall of Presidents. Paid a visit to some of our favorite bears.
Uh-huh. We were sitting right in the front row. These pictures came out really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we were right down front. The place was raucous would be a good word.
Yes.
Clapping, stomping their feet.
Yep.
Trying to keep right with them.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Yeah, and interesting. They didn't really change anything in the Hall of Presidents. The movie's still basically the same movie. They just, basically
changed
they changed who the president is, and that's really it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is why, one of the reasons why it was open and closed and reopened so quickly this time. Remember last time it took
a lot longer.
Months.
Yeah.
So then we started heading out to go watch fireworks.
Well, tell about the notification.
Yeah, so while we were in Country Bear Jamboree,
Uli, they shortened. All they had him do was just give his oath. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't a speech. It was
the oath, and that was it.
Pretty quick. Yeah, the 35 words or 38 words or whatever it is.
They had George Washington do the other part of it.
Yeah. It felt shorter. Like I didn't fall asleep in it like normal, but
Yeah,
I
you
tried.
Did. Yeah, you did.
I tried. I didn't get to fall asleep in it
Your head fell down
like normal. So we got, while we were in Country Bear Jamboree, I got a notification that keep the celebration going by heading to Frontierland, Tomorrowland, or Fantasyland to watch the fireworks. Because at that point, this was like straight up 7. The hub was at capacity, I guess, according to the fire marshals.
Right.
And so we started out there.
And this is looking towards the castle, obviously. I couldn't get the camera high enough to see, but this is
Coming
Street.
Away from the castle.
This is Main Street. I was able to get a better view. And when we were going down Main Street, they were getting ready to consolidate them more together by pushing them forward.
There had been people sitting on the street and on Main Street, on the street for hours at that point. And at about 7:30, I guess, they made everybody stand up and move forward.
Yes.
So our spot to watch the fireworks, we were between Town Square and the train station, like right across the street from the train station.
Right.
Is where we were.
Yep.
That's as close as we could get and as close as we were willing to get. But it was literally like this from the castle to Town Square.
Yes. And they had ropes up so that the sidewalks
and still people trying to force their way in because, 5 minutes before the show, they deserved a good spot too. Yeah.
And Karen went a little Karen in a nice way.
At 7:45, they lit the castle. Really cool. And it was a neat little, talky thing and music.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, the castle projections seemed a lot like just the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't, I personally thought Epcot was a bigger deal, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, Tony Ann. I also got right around 4:00, I got a push notification on MDE that said that park hopping had been suspended to Magic Kingdom, and gave the phone number to call later to see if it reopened.
Right.
I was told by a cast member the next day it did reopen a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I know that at 8:30 there were people coming in.
Yes. There were people walking in.
Literally right before the fireworks. Those were the people who decided that they could just wedge in between all the wheelchairs and scooters and people who had been there for hours and get a spot coming in 5 minutes before the fireworks.
Yeah. Didn't happen in front of us, but I made sure they left, but yeah.
So, but that's never happened. And we've been worried about it. We were worried about it in July. We were worried about it.
And,
and
we did get confirmation
when this whole thing started, we were all worried about it.
Right. But we did get confirmation that if you have park reservations for example, Magic Kingdom, that you are guaranteed entry for the park that you have park reservations for.
Now, so what that really means is, so you get there at rope drop, you're there till 2:00, you want to leave and come back for the fireworks. You're getting in.
Right. The people that were park
Your
hopping.
spot has been reserved at that park for the day. Which is actually a big thing to know, because I know even back in July when we went, Mandy had recommended to us we were going to be late the first day, which was the 3rd.
Right.
Or later on the 3rd. And she said, make sure you get in there. Or no, on the 1st. Fireworks started on the 1st.
Yeah.
So on the 1st, we were late getting over there. And she said, make sure you get into the park before 2:00 so they don't close it.
Right.
So now we have found out that that's not the case. If you have a spot, you have the spot for the entire day.
Right.
So
that's good to know. So
yeah, you're not stuck there. And that's part of the reason that we went a little late, because we knew we were staying till 10 or 11 o'clock.
Right.
And we also knew that we were not going to be those crazy people that were there from 6:30 in the morning until 11 o'clock.
No. I was exhausted when we got to the room anyway. So yeah.
Right.
So, but at least it's good to know. So we can, that makes me feel better. So
yeah.
especially on big events like that.
Yeah, you're allowed to leave, which is good.
Yes. Yeah.
So
So the castle lighting up was really was pretty cool because they actually had like kind of the magical stardust type going up on the castle. So
yeah, they did it.
actually,
It was
it was-
almost a lot like when Elsa would light the candle.
Yeah.
Of the castle,
Right.
Because it kind of spread all over the.
right. It was kind of like that, which was cool.
So we have a couple of videos.
Mhm.
Whoops, I forgot it mutes us. This one is when we were coming in the park, just kind of give you a point of view. So here we are at Magic Kingdom. I guess everybody who's coming is pretty much already here because it's not crowded out front here yet. So we'll keep reporting live. Yeah, so you can see there's nobody
Yeah.
coming in at 11:30.
Right.
But we saw some pictures of
Craziness.
people there at at 6:30 in the morning, waiting an hour and a half, depending on where you slept the night before
Mm-hmm.
or where you were sleeping that night,
Right.
to get out of the hub.
Yeah.
Because
the hub did not open until because if you were on property, you could go in at 7:30 out of the hub.
Right.
To Fantasyland only, right?
only Fantasyland is
Right.
open for early hours there.
Right. And then, so let's say that you got there at 6:30 and you did not stay on property. You had to wait till 8:00 before you could go anywhere out of the hub.
Yeah. And I got the same map and the
Yeah.
same,
And the same
poster when I left.
Yeah.
So when we got there, I was a little bit disappointed that it was taking the short way.
Yeah. Instead of going around the circle.
But the longer the day went, the more it made sense.
Yeah.
That they were cutting that off. Yeah, definitely, Chris.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not even a question.
100% Chris.
The answer to that question, no matter what the combination is always going to be Chris Futrell. So that pretty much, once the fireworks were over,
Mhm.
us, like tens of thousands, literally, of other people left.
Well, but we took a different route. We took the path to Grand Floridian.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking. We walked the
Well-
bridge back to Grand Floridian.
Who walked?
We went the bridge, traveled the new bridge. It was actually really cool. We
Yeah.
met some new friends.
Yeah, we did.
So
They were very nice.
Yeah.
Nice young couple. So, and then we made it back to, and then we went to Saratoga and,
and went to bed.
went to bed, tried to find our room, and then went to bed.
Yeah, we were in Grandstand and we've never stayed there before. And our building,
Doesn't,
it's the only one, I think, on the whole property that faces the wrong direction.
yeah.
And we missed it the first
Yeah.
time. I actually got in the elevator in the wrong building and then went, those aren't our room numbers.
Yeah.
And
Well, and actually our building didn't even have the room numbers in the elevator. So, which was,
no, they didn't.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm sitting there pulling the luggage over there. I'm like, where's our room?
So for people who are new to Saratoga,
Uh-huh.
we were on the second floor directly in front of the pool.
Yes.
Like our building really walked out into the grandstand pool.
Right.
Our view from the balcony looking to the left
Mhm.
was a tee box for whatever hole
Right.
on the golf course. To the right, about the same distance, was the green for the previous hole.
Mm-hmm. And then
And you can kind of see there, the carriage house was, I don't know, 3-minute walk
if
from
that,
us.
if that.
So, to the lobby, to the boats.
Right. And
to
then
Disney Springs.
when I walked to the carriage house to the lobby, I walked by the ramp where the pro shop is, and I completely forgot that it's directly underneath. And I went, holy moly, that's the ramp for the pro shop for the golf carts. So it just didn't realize how close things were.
Yeah, I didn't. Because on the road, it's not.
Right. Because you have to go all the way around on the road. Yeah.
But walking path, it's right there. It's actually
Right.
a great spot, and it's cheaper than points per night. It's
Ports per night is a
less
standard
than
view, right?
Congress Park
Right.
would be. And you're just a couple of minutes from the boat to Disney Springs instead of a couple of minutes from a bridge to Disney
right.
Springs.
And the boat just started opened back up on the 1st.
On Friday.
I know,
Yeah.
which I couldn't understand why so many people were walking from there. And then we remembered on the 2nd that
they were taking the boat.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning, we headed to Epcot. We had boarding group 47 for Ratatouille. So Karen's system is still working.
Yes, it is.
And on our way to Trattoria al Forno, we met up with Auntie Judy and Ken.
Yes.
So that was cool.
Yes, it was.
First time we actually got to spend any time with her because we really just kind of missed her at G3. And what a blast.
Yeah.
Both of them. What a blast. We ended up eating lunch with them the next day and it was great.
We saw them a little bit on Sunday, but that was about it. I mean, just a few minutes on that one Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're a trip.
So we had breakfast at Trattoria al Forno.
I had the
avocado toast.
The avocado toast, which was amazing.
I had my half of the breakfast pizza, a little bit more this time.
Because you were starving.
I had to leave Tony Ann's half on the table because it was not going to travel very well.
Yeah.
For a whole day at Epcot. So sorry about that. But maybe if you go in there and just tell them, they may still have it for you.
Uli, I'm not sure. It's a valid point.
I can't read it.
It says, do we think that there isn't a boarding pass for Rise anymore because Disney IT couldn't handle 2 rides with a boarding pass?
That was my very first thought as soon as I saw that thing start popping up.
Right.
That they realized that their crappy IT couldn't handle it.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, there's been all kinds of theories. I think a real good one was that it was a marketing ploy to try. They wanted 6-hour lines and they didn't get them
for the Genie Plus. Yeah.
And
then, yes, Tony.
Tony, and it's the angle. It was still huge.
Yeah. And I did the blurring on the backside. So
yeah. No, it was.
Still the same size. Yeah. I
ate 4 slices, but I didn't eat the crust.
Yeah.
And that was all. It was. I ate the 4th because I'm like, well, I can't take it with me, and I paid for it.
Yeah. And the avocado toast, it was delicious. It was a little messy because the way it has the tomato slices on it and the avocados on top of it. So it's a little messy, but I don't care. It's delicious.
Yeah. I'm getting that the one that had hummus on it?
Yes.
Some kind of chickpea hash
it was a hummus type thing. Yeah. But it was absolutely delicious.
With you guys ordering avocado toast at every restaurant we go to, I can't keep which one's straight. So.
Well, Veronica had gotten it the prior time when we went for the preview, and it looked really good. And so it was definitely, it was much more substantial than the one at Grand Floridian.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, Uli, you definitely need to get it. It looked delicious. I actually stole a piece of ham off of one of the pieces. He's like, eat a piece. I'm like, it has eggs on it. I can't eat that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of food for $14.
Yeah.
And
I think that my avocado toast was like 11 or 12.
I think right around there.
Yeah. And okay, so he came in with his Ratatouille hat on. Okay, so it was we had like 5 or 6 different cast members come over and asked how the hat worked. And they hung out with us.
They were nuts for it.
Yeah, they were definitely enjoying that. Yes, we should all go together.
Yeah. You could real easily take 6 or 8 people in there and just order like 3 or 4 of those breakfast pizzas and everybody would be happy.
Uh-huh. And the way we did when we split
half of that pizza is plenty.
Yeah. When we split all those meals last time we went for the preview, it was perfect. Uli, you don't share food, Uli? What?
Joey doesn't
share food.
We saw some more of the 50th. Figment is so cool.
He was very cool.
And then we actually saw the rest of them when we came back. We left Epcot after we rode the ride.
Yeah.
And we rode with Bill Mitchell from Monorail Tales podcast. They were in boarding group 48, so we just waited around for them.
Yes. Now, when we got there, it was actually down
Right. It had been down for a while. The line was crazy, but it disappeared quick.
Yeah, as soon as they opened up the queue, it was boom. I mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Figment is really cool.
Yeah. Then we have, and then the
there's-
other ones we saw at night, which was
Yeah,
Olaf.
most of the other ones we saw at night.
Yeah, which is
Olaf
Olaf
there.
in Bruni, which you
Right.
can't see. And that's next day.
That's not even at the right park.
Nope, that's not the right park. Then Rocket and Groot.
Well,
Oh,
we saw
okay,
Coco
Diego
and I don't know,
Diego.
his dog. I don't
It's
know.
Diego.
Okay. The Rocket
and
and
Groot.
Baby Groot, I think, is just super cool.
Yeah, I mean the detail on it is amazing.
Yeah, I don't imagine that they're actually gold, obviously.
No,
But
yeah,
they spent a bunch of money on
yeah.
these anyhow.
Oh, Dave's like, where's Hey Hey and Pua? We have a picture of it, but it may not have gotten loaded because we had some internet issues.
Our
before.
internet went down about 4:30 and didn't get back up until just after 7, so we were kind of stressed.
Yeah, so we do
thing.
we do have the pictures. I just don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
So Hey Hey and Pua were there. We got a picture of them, but it was at night when we got that picture. So I think he just didn't get loaded because we were scrambling. So
yeah, I know I put him in the album that we were going to use.
Yes. So we can probably he can search.
I'll try to find it.
But even at night, the statues are absolutely amazing. So
to be honest with you, I didn't realize it until we were there. When we went on September 11th for Happily Ever After.
Right.
I think they're better at night.
I think so too. Because you notice more of the detail associated with them. I mean, look at Rocket. Look at the detail of the fur on his arms and all of the stuff on his chest, his vest and everything. You don't not sure if you see that. Oh, it's Dante. Thank you, Uli. Sorry. You're right. I knew it was a D word. I just assumed it was Diego. So
it's kind of funny.
So,
there.
See, Dave.
I knew it was there.
We did get a photo of it.
Yeah, and that one. I mean, it looks really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
night.
feathers on Hey Hey.
I really think the lighting, the way they've done it. So the first one was that Lady and the Tramp that we got like right before sundown, and the lights was just coming up on it.
Yeah,
and I was like, they all just look so much cooler.
Yeah. So oops.
And by the way, since my picture's finally updated, thank you, Apple.
There's
the 50th anniversary monorail.
Yeah. See, I told you it was on the gold one.
Yeah, you did. You were right.
What? So yes, Samantha, they are better. I think the way they have the spotlights on them, you're 100% right.
Yeah, and we took lots of pictures of them at night because we don't go at night very often, so we'll have to have the pictures to remember them.
Yeah,
because I'll probably never see them in the dark again.
Oh no, we're going back for Harmonious.
Unless all the Crushers end up going to Epcot, because then we'll be there till closing.
Yeah, we'll be there beyond closing. What are you talking
about? We rode Absolute Walk-On for Spaceship Earth at whatever time it was.
I don't even remember. It was before we went back there, so it would have been
7:30-ish.
Yeah. So see my Epcot mask?
Yeah. And we had dinner at La Hacienda.
Uh-huh.
So we had Alambre.
I don't know.
You're
the other one that speaks Spanish. I don't.
So basically, like, I don't know, kind of fancy fajitas.
Yeah.
But really good. And for $30, 33, whatever it was, more than enough to share, especially when they're bringing you free chips and salsa.
Yeah. And so it came with tortillas.
And by the way, not to give away any secrets, but they did not try to sneak the guacamole in on us. just to say that. Yeah. The guy just said, I'll bring you chips and salsa.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's super shareable.
Yeah.
And we have stuff still in our fridge because we still didn't need it.
I was actually gonna have it for lunch today, and I got too busy and forgot.
Yeah.
So, and actually, Uli, we originally had reservations at Coral Reef for I think Thursday night.
Yeah, but you can't see the fireworks from there.
And so that was the whole thing, is we wanted to be able to sit, relax, and have a drink in air conditioning.
Speaking of a drink,
Yes.
so I got a margarita flight,
Yes.
and
I just got
it was
8 ounce,
three 8-ounce margaritas, a traditional, a blood orange, and I cannot remember
It's called
the wild one.
It was a wild one or wild thing.
Yeah.
One of the two. Yeah.
But it was 3 8-ounce margaritas. It was $30.
$30. Yes.
And then Karen got the blood orange margarita, which was a 12-ounce, we think.
For 16.
Right. So the margarita flight's the way to go if you aren't in love with a particular flavor.
Yeah. I like the blood orange. I like the spice. I like the cayenne, whatever it is around the top.
All right. So Uli, that sounds like crazy, but I gotta be honest, when I go to the Mexican place up in front of the house here, they got a 24-ounce margarita.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's mostly fruit juice. But the reason that we went, and we had done that before, the reason we went to La Hacienda for dinner is they turn out the lights, they pump in the music, and you've got full view. The pictures don't come out great,
right?
But full view of Harmonious right there,
right? And the fact that they actually turn it out, and you're sitting, relaxing, you're not getting crowded with people trying to push in and get pictures. I mean,
and that's towards the end, obviously.
Yes, but I was like, just, I'm kind of filming and taking pictures at the same time, and I'm trying not to get the people who keep moving in closer to get pictures, so I'm trying to cut them out. So it did cut out the fact that the tall windows were there, so you could actually see the fireworks. So we were sitting on the floor rather than in the booths that were a step up. So I think we got a little bit better view.
Yeah. Between the two windows, we got to see half of all the fireworks, even the stuff that was going up way up high.
Right.
So it was pretty cool there. Samantha, we're in. We're in there.
Just tell. Well, okay, but
I like Geyser Point. I like margaritas.
I know, but we're there. During Halloween time, so.
Oh yeah,
it's Halloween prep time. So Samantha, we'll talk later.
We talked a lot about Harmonious on the podcast, so I don't want to give it all away. But it's pretty awesome.
Outstanding. It's really the best way to describe it. Absolutely outstanding.
I think Epcot is going to be pretty special when they're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, at least when the walls come tumbling down.
Yeah.
But there's some really cool stuff going on in Spaceship Earth right now. In fact.
Okay. Miss anything?
Epcot Forever was kind of cool when they had the kites and the jet skis.
Yeah.
You haven't missed anything since it came back.
Yeah.
It was pretty underwhelming.
Yes. But when you hadn't seen fireworks for a year and a half, I still cried. So
yeah. So yeah, here's a couple of videos of what they're doing with Spaceship Earth right now. And then I think this one. I don't know which videos we put. Okay. Anyway. So it's not the one I thought it was, but there's some really cool stuff going on Spaceship Earth. Yeah. I was very skeptical about this whole 1,000 points of light thing they were doing on the well, because you didn't see anything. You just saw that, oh, they've stuck some more lights up here and all the little low spots.
But once we saw what they were doing with it, it was
wow,
it was very cool.
It's a show. I mean,
Really
people were standing all over, around the fountain, just staring at it
right.
for a long time.
And actually, I would have liked to but it was, I mean, when we left, the park was closed, but I just would have liked to hang out there and watch it for a little while.
Yeah.
So it was very cool.
The next day, we met up with Dave and Tony Ann and Veronica and watched Kite Tales.
Went to Animal Kingdom, but okay, first we saw.
But we got to see some statues.
Yep.
So Dory and
Nemo.
Yeah, him.
Because I kept saying Elmo. Because I'm an idiot. It was Timon and Pumbaa and Simba.
Mm-hmm.
And then
there is a Bambi one, but
there's a Bambi and Thumper
there,
right?
Yeah,
Bambi and Thumper, which that one to me is just adorable. Because I mean, look at the little spot things on Bambi. It's just really cute.
Mm-hmm. I get why they're there. That one actually kind of surprised me. It wasn't a Magic Kingdom, but I get it. It's animals, so yeah, I get it. Then we had lunch at the new Steakhouse 71, and we're not going to get into reviewing that because you're going to hear all about that.
Yes, but all we can say it was very good.
I mean, first of all, you got a monorail coming through the building. How cool is that?
I mean, that says it right there. That says it right there.
And then Steakhouse 71.
Are we at a 45-degree angle?
You know what? It's a habit. I did it with the wave because the wave entrance was so weird looking. I just did it again. All kinds of pictures of construction and stuff all the way down the hallway coming in.
Yeah, and most of it was like the ones we showed on the live stream with.
Yeah, a lot of the same.
Yeah, but it was still seeing them framed was very cool.
Yeah, it's a great tribute.
Yeah, it really is. And it's definitely, I personally think it looks so much better in there.
Yeah. The more I went back and looked at pictures we took 3 months ago, it is more different than I thought it was.
Yeah.
This was the biggest difference because in July, you couldn't see the back wall really.
No, because it was like a dark blue velvet or something.
There should have been like a bouncer in front of it. It was weird.
Maybe possibly a pole or something.
But this is, it's very nice over there. Some nice little areas where you could have a whole bunch of podcast fans meet up.
What? Oh, you mean that's in that coffee that Willie's talking about? Love the photos, kind of like the Walt wall. I don't.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures of Walt.
Yeah.
So we had 12 of us, so we had to get 2 tables.
Yeah.
There's one of them.
Yep. And I don't think we
French onion soup.
Judy had that, and Ken had a few bites of it.
Yeah. Well reviewed. I'll just say that.
It looked absolutely delicious. And then this was...
We got the onion rings.
Hold on. How did you order them?
As they were on the menu.
Okay. Which says what?
Plant-based onion rings.
Now, our server, which her name was it Giselle or Gabrielle?
I don't know.
But she was in hysterics when you ordered it.
It specifically calls them out as plant-based on the menu.
Because it just says onion rings, plant-based or something. And she's like, wait a minute, it actually says that on there.
It does. It's so funny. It's like Epcot a couple of festivals ago. They had a literally plant-based banana bread. I'm like, I like the ones that have beef in them.
It's just like Rachel's pot. What was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
Trifle.
That's it.
This was the prime rib sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
The meat part of the prime rib sandwich got really good reviews.
Yes. And she even said the little pasta salad was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Uli. Thank you, Trifle. Yes.
That was just also...
but it just had the little salad with it.
Yeah.
The little wedge salad, which actually was adorable.
It was, and it looked good.
Yeah, it actually tasted pretty good because
I should have gotten that. The fries there are a little overdone for me.
Yeah, that's why.
And they were at the wave too.
Yeah. Which is why I had originally ordered them.
But 95% of the people that go in there and order fries are going to complain if they're machine.
Yes, but I don't want them cutting the roof of my mouth, to be
Right.
very honest. Yes.
And we got to see, that monorail.
Yeah.
And
All right.
that's
Then
that.
I believe you had.
And then there's our group photo.
Yes. So, and of course, and it was Avery's birthday. Avery Jean's birthday.
It was.
It was her 4th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it was super petite.
Yes, but it was actually very cute, but it was still very delicious.
And again, for the price
Yeah.
of all of the stuff, at least that I looked at,
Mm-hmm.
it was all plenty of food.
Yeah.
Like the dining, other than the buffets and / character meals, the dining prices aren't crazy right now.
Right.
It doesn't seem like.
Right. I mean, we even
you
said
better like broccolini, but
yeah, but we even said we're more than happy to go back there as even a midday thing, go and have lunch there or whatever, just because we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's going to be,
Yeah,
on the list.
Yes, and the lounge is
guarantee you.
much more opened up. It's a lot lighter, so it does offer menu choices. Yeah, actually, I saw that being Tony Ann. I saw that being delivered to the table. It was huge. That club sandwich was huge,
Everybody at our table talked about getting it,
and no one.
And
got
then
it.
nobody ended up getting it.
Yeah, because Ken and Judy both got the prime rib sandwich. You got the burger.
The prime rib sandwich and the turkey club were both very appealing to me, but I had just been told the day before that was the best hamburger on property. And so how do you not order it?
Right. And you can give your opinion. It was not.
I have a different
opinion than Travis.
It was a very good hamburger. I'm not upset I got it.
Right.
It's not as good as the Wagyu burger
at Brown Derby. And
it didn't have egg on it.
Right.
But, differing opinions. It was a very good burger.
Yes.
And I didn't have, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, anything on it. It was just the burger as it came, and it was delicious.
Right.
It's not the best burger on property.
Right. And I had a gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, which had pork in it, the pulled pork in it.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Of course, if I read the actual ingredients, you'd
have known that there was pulled pork on it.
Yeah.
And we have a video here that I believe is the 50th celebration cavalcade. It's not a cavalcade. Whatever it is when a cavalcade's on a boat. I don't remember what they call them.
A flotilla.
Okay. Well, I think that's what this is from
Animal Kingdom.
Right before Kite Tales.
Yes.
Adventurers and explorers, say hello to Mickey and his pals, returning on the Discovery River from celebrating 50 years of Disney magic.
Go ahead.
I have to go get it from. I'm trying to find it.
So, there was that. I wish we'd have gotten a video of Veronica saving our seats.
I have a picture of Veronica saving our seats. I believe Dave has a picture of Veronica.
Dave does. It was that is going to be a great part of the Disney Crush podcast this week.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, who is that lady yelling, "We love you"?
What? Crazy lady, what?
Yelling, "We love you."
Oh.
My God, it's Mickey in his cool color change suit.
Yeah.
Iridescent.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I can't find it.
It was a really great.
It was a fantastic time. So.
And Tony, and I'm with you. It's still a lot to process.
It really is. I mean, I'm still exhausted from it, but it was absolutely the best experience. I'm so glad we went. I mean, there wasn't a question of us not going, but I can't imagine not being there, especially when we, are here.
And as corny, magical as it was to be at Magic Kingdom, Epcot kind of blew my socks off.
It really did. I mean, we were blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, they're coming up on 40, so
Right.
there still could be more to come. Which also might explain holding off on Guardians, because I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
You do everything on their 39th, and then you go, oh, ooh, by the way, what are we doing for the 40th?
Right.
I don't know.
So it'll be Guardians for the 40th.
Yeah, I think, ish.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, they guaranteed they said it was going to be next year. They also said
Space 220 was going to open last year.
But Space 220 is a whole other issue. That's not them.
I'm just saying.
Guardians is them.
I know.
So
anyway, yeah, we got more on the podcast this week, which got out just before we went live, because without internet, I was able to dedicate a lot of time to my editing today. So
yeah,
Uli, it was bigger than Bite Size. But the focus was definitely the sandwich, and the sandwich was big.
Oh, the sandwich, but it was delicious.
And all the sandwich. The burger was plenty big. The grilled cheese was big.
It was
prime
plenty
rib
of food,
was big,
and it was. I know they just opened, so I'm sure there's still a little bit of tweaking going on. But I'm more than happy to go back.
Mm-hmm.
More than happy to go back. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do it. We've hit just about an hour.
I know.
Just over.
So
that's gonna do it. Next week, Disney
Dan.
Crush will be
Hi, Dan.
Dan
Thanks
Ginger.
You can go watch it on YouTube now.
Thanks for coming. Good night. But yeah, next week Disney Crush will be in this time slot doing
doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, whatever their topic is going to be. I think I know, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So,
and then we'll be back the following week with an actual DVC.
Yeah. On the 19th, we will be back with either Bay Lake or / Contemporary or Grand Floridian.
Right, because that's pretty much what we have.
Port Orleans, right? Because you were supposed to do that weeks ago, and then they decided to release every news story.
I know,
for
which
6
blew
months.
things up.
Yeah.
And yes, we have to stop recording on Monday, by the way.
Yeah, it's just. I guess I understand why the Diz Unplugged is 1:00 on Tuesdays.
Yeah, because all the stuff comes out at noon apparently on Tuesdays.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, and like I said, podcast is out. So
yes.
I'm done with my social media exploits for the week. So
except you have to show pictures of our new tags.
Oh yeah. Hey, look what we got today.
Yeah, hold on. Well, this
and
is
what? It's a vanity plate, so I'm not even embarrassed to show. But look what we got.
Look what we got. Justin.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great, Samantha.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yes.
God, what a great resort it is.
It really is. I mean, we stayed there actually for our 20th.
So you guys that don't live down here, you should see some of the crazy vanity plates these people have gotten.
Yeah.
I've seen Bambi, Mickey.
Yeah. I don't know how they got Mickey.
I saw either 1971 or just 71.
Right. Because you can get
one
up to 5 characters.
Get up to 5, right? 1 to 5 on a Florida.
Yeah. So we
like
actually had to, because yours is on.
Yeah,
but
they're both spelled a little differently.
Yeah, his is MKFHI.
No, something I can't.
It's
I think
FHO.
it's MCKFO.
Yeah, MCKYFO.
Yeah, but some of these people got craziness.
Yeah,
and Hillsborough County got kind of screwed because
they were one of the last.
Our
counties.
Availability, we were one of the last couple counties
Uh-huh.
to have them actually come available. So
yeah,
everybody else already had the good stuff before we got there.
Well, but we had already intended to kind of do that.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to bed. So
well, you're going to bed.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us again.
Yes.
And check out the podcast. And we'll see you. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So
all right. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. Good night.